What's up, everybody? Rooster with my brother, Mr. Rob Snyder from KFYO. Brought him into studio so we can talk some Josh Hamilton because I am one of those fans that's just like, Josh Hamilton, this is for you. And the news, was this a surprise to? I mean, because this is like your bread and butter. This is why I brought you in. Is this a surprise to baseball that Josh Hamilton comes back to the Rangers? And no biased opinions.
Well, it was a surprise in how quickly I think it came down.
Okay.
About 4 or 5 days ago, once it leaked and everything. But when you heard some of the other information that came out, it makes sense. Apparently, the Angels, where Hamilton was, of course, Hamilton's been on the disabled list, persona non grata, all that good stuff.
Right.
Well, the Angels apparently first talked to the Arizona Diamondbacks in the National League
Really?
about trading him there.
Okay.
Because they wanted to trade him outside the league and outside the division. Hamilton, though, had a no-trade clause from his free agent contract that he signed with L.A. a few years ago.
Right.
So he vetoed that.
Okay.
And basically, he told the Angels, look, I want to go back to Texas. And the Angels were so desperate to get rid of Josh Hamilton that they agreed to pick up the tab on over $60 million of his about $85 million remaining on his contract to send him back to Texas. All the Rangers are having to give up is either a player to be named later, which will be a minor league player, or they will ship some additional cash back to the Angels to where instead of them taking care of, say, $60 million, they only take care of like $40 or $50 million.
Okay.
But Major League Baseball, surprisingly enough, accepted the deal. When you consider $60 million being picked up by LA, that's a heck of a lot of money.
Right. So basically it comes down to this, is that there's only one team that can tolerate, or is tolerate a good word?
No, I think it's a perfect word.
To tolerate Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton is a diva. Josh Hamilton is a guy that feels like he's the center of, well, at least
no pun intended.
Center of a universe, if not the universe.
Okay.
And the Rangers are willing to roll out the red carpet for him because they are so bad right now.
They're pretty bad.
Last place bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
No power in the outfield and everything else. But here's Hamilton with a drug addicted lifestyle. He's 34. He's had some hard years.
I'm 34.
He's had some hard years put on him. And, I mean, maybe if he has 1 or 2 good years with the Rangers, that's great. But this is not a guy who's going to be playing until he's 40, much less even 38, I think. And for the Rangers, this is more about a PR feel-good measure, in my opinion. I know they deny it, but their attendance is already suffering. They needed something. Bad. They needed something. Heck, you're at a game.
Yeah, I went to the second opening day, the Saturday game, and it was a poor showing, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You got to get butts and seats. If not, it hurts your cash flow, hurts your revenue, and everything else. So at the end of the day, for the Rangers, it's a combination. They're so bad in the outfield, they really need the help. On top of that, the Angels are footing the bill for the guy, essentially, so it's not costing them a lot of money.
Is he still good for 30 home runs? That's the thing. I mean, is he still good for 30?
You can't expect 30 out of him. He's not going to start playing for the Rangers this year until about mid-May, because he still has to rehab his shoulder that he has surgery on. Realistically, between this year and next year, if he gets you 20 to 25 homers, you should be ecstatic.
And at $60 million, and no telling what else. You know what? 20 to 25.
Look, you got to think of it this way: the Angels are chipping in $60 million, so he doesn't play for them.
So he doesn't have to hit 20 to 25 home runs for the Angels. So
and that may even still be generous, because if the shoulder becomes a degenerative condition. He may not have the power left in his bat.
Right, and I think that Al Jorgensen of Ministry said it best in his song Just One Fix. Never trust a junkie.